It's week 5 of the NFL, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
KJ Hamler returning it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First and 10, it's Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Breaks through the shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On second down, Gordon once more. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Running for it. Here's Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now Wilson back into his end zone. On the slant, completes to Sutton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nico Hardman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Mahomes will throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Hamler now to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Left side, Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone, and that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. The man down here following the kickoff. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Takes it at the 7. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A run there with Cook not going to be successful as he'll lose a couple of yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this a 9-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Yeah, but you're good at it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught. And he will take it off and for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes is going to float this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Again, it's Cook. Shrugs him off. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now Gordon on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Wilson. That's checked down to Gordon. Touchdown! Melvin Gordon. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for KC. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. So potentially a turning. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
23!
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. We're back now in KC. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We got this.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First down, here's the run with Cook. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Cook. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. But this one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I'll agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. That's complete. Okuebuna. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert Okuebuna. 77 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync. Because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets. And you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by LeJarius Sneed. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will bump the lead up to 26. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
49 yards on the ground for him so far. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 58. Come on. I'm scared. 58, right over there.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. From the 29, Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.